departure passing 10,000 feet, Air Canada 308.
I love how you guys are putting in routes. I won't be using any of them. Just so you know.
Per my flight plan default.
I wouldn't waste your time putting routes in anymore, fellas. I'm not using them.
Camilo, clearance delivery, November Delta 375 with information Charlie. I got a flight to Jose Maria
Cordova. November Delta 375, Roger, you are cleared to Sierra Kilo Romeo Golf. However, your route will not use. I will be giving you vectors. Flight level 240 is approved. It is a backtrack to runway 15. Your good initial 18,000. Contact departure on passing 10,000. Information Charlie.
Okay, cleared as filed. Scratching the flight plan, and you'll be giving me vectors for a back course 15 to the destination airport. Initial climb is 18,000. We'll contact departure passing 10,000 with information Charlie, November Delta 375.
November Delta 375, Roger, so your readback is correct. If you want to update your route, we're going to be using the actual route that Ian put in, which is the correct route I plan on using, which is Echo Juliet Alpha as our first waypoint on 115.90. Romeo November Golf 115.10.
Okay, the route will be Echo Juliet Alpha 115.90, and then Romeo November Golf 115.10. November Delta 375.
November Delta 375, readback is correct.
That's ground Air Canada 308. We're ready for push and start.
260. It's a taxi to runway 15. You're clear direct to 18,000. Contact departure on reaching 10,000 with weather information Charlie in effect.
Roger that with Charlie at runway 15 departure, 18,000 initial contact departure passing 10,000, and 15 departure will be a backtrack. That's right.
Air Canada 308, you are cleared at this time for push and start. Contact ground for taxi.
Cleared for the push and start. Oh, there he is. It's Roy. Air Canada 308 cleared for the push and start. Contacting ground.
Just put the labels on, you'll be able to see what that is. Okay, Air Canada 308 is the last one in this line. He's at number 1 for the pushback, and we'll be number 4 for that pushback. Or, excuse me, number 3.
Golf X-ray 439. No, I'm sorry. November Delta 375. You're clear to push and start. Contact ground for taxi.
Roger, clear for push and start. Call back for taxi. November Delta 375.
And ground 439 is also ready for the push and start.
Yep, Golf X-ray 439. We're going to get the traffic out of your way first, and then we'll clear you for the push and start.
Yeah. 439.
Close quarters there, so I figured I'd have the two guys on either side of you
get
out of the way first.
It makes sense.
Okay, we are pushing back now.
I have my moments.
The Air Canada 308 is over to the left, and my aircraft is over to the right. It's like choreographed dance. Both turn at the same time.
I can't believe that file, that fix just disappeared.
And there he is.
Yeah, drop a note to Jay.
Very bizarre.
Okay, pushback is complete.
Air Canada 308, you are clear for the backtrack taxi to runway 15. Contact tower when in position for takeoff.
Roger that. We're clear for the taxi. Backtracked 15 to position and contacting tower when ready to go. Air Canada 308.
November Delta 375, taxi 2 hold short. Runway 15 via Charlie Bravo. And hold short on Bravo.
Okay, cleared for taxi to hold short runway 15 at Bravo using Charlie and Bravo. November Delta 375. Seatbelt signs on. And we're ready to taxi.
And Golf X-Ray 439, you're clear for the push and start at this time.
Do a push and start for 39.
Okay, we now are on Charlie. Bravo is on an angle. I see the
might
sign
come
here.
back later, guys, maybe for some after game session if there's still somebody left. So funny thing
Yeah,
is
roger that, Roy.
my flight sim is working fine without the FSN, but when I start this FSN, this thing goes haywire. It does not like it.
Jay is... I had the same problem. Jay is the guy to talk to. And he said he was going to be here today, so I'm surprised that he's not.
But it's okay, man. It's whatever.
He
But
fixed
funny
me.
thing-
I was having the same problem.
Funny thing is, when I was flying with the old computer, I never had this problem. It works like a dream, but now I don't know.
Ah, Camillo
It's always working
Tower.
those bugs out on a new...
Camillo Tower, November
New
Delta
computer thing.
375, standing short, runway 15 at Bravo with Charlie, ready for departure.
And November Delta 375, continue hold short. Traffic is backtracking on the runway for takeoff, so you're going to be there for just a little while.
Roger, will hold this position for traffic, and I'll be ready for the backtrack after that traffic is clear. November Delta 375. And it's a long drive to the end of the runway, too. Here's the end over here from the opposite direction. Let's see what the wind is. 079
Nice
at
about this FS Tramp is
12.
that it has 2 separate maps on it, so I can have
One's
one map zoomed in on the airport that you guys are at,
079.
and the other map zoomed out so I can see the VORs and the terrain and everything. It's really neat.
439
Thank you.
request. 40 the request, thanks for that.
Golf X-Ray 439, you can taxi 2 hold short runway 15 via Charlie Bravo. Now hold short behind traffic.
Roger that. Taxi 2 and hold short 15 behind traffic, 439.
Air Canada 308 with weather information Charlie clear for departure.
And with Charlie, clear for departure. 15 Air Canada 308, rolling.
There he goes. Oh, he'll be up in the air way before he reaches this point right here, so we won't see him going past the windows. Might see a shadow. Okay, here he comes. Oh, he did come past one of the windows. Cool. He waited.
And November Delta 375, you're now clear for the backtrack. Caution wake turbulence.
Roger, clear for the backtrack. November Delta 375.
Air Canada 308, left-hand turn now, track direct Echo Juliet Alpha 115.990, and you are cleared for the cruise. Flight level 260.
Clear for the cruise 260, and say again heading initially for Air Canada 308 at this time.
Ah, you're such a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, you went too fast. I'm not that quick anymore now.
I didn't give you a heading. Heading 246, track direct Echo Juliet Alpha 115.90.
All right, heading is 146, tracking 115.90, Air Canada 308.
126.
All right, heading 126 for Air Canada 308.
Okay, we'll taxi at
Wait a
about
minute.
40 knots.
That's not right at all.
Thank you. Air Canada 308 requesting detailed flight following.
Air Canada 308, 246.
Heading 246, Air Canada 308.
Okay, setting up for departure.
Track direct Echo Juliet Alpha 115.90.
Tracking direct Echo Juliet Alpha 115.90, Air Canada 308.
Okay, I'm gonna start slowing down for the turnaround here. See Eric's plane right over here, parked to the right. I'll do an overhead view to do the turnaround. 13 knots, 14. And I'll use the left engines to help us turn around to the right quickly. We got momentum.
And November Delta 375, you're actually clear for takeoff at this time, runway 15. Climb direct 18,000, contact departure on reaching 10,000. With weather information, Charlie.
Roger with Charlie, cleared to go, runway 15, 18,000 initial, contact departure at 10,000, November Delta 375. Okay, we got all four turning and burning. And smoking.
Get below Deza departure, Air Canada 308 with you, passing through 10,000 for flight level 260.
Air Canada 308, roger that, sir. Continue tracking Echo Juliet Alpha and continue to build the climb.
Continuing,
Gear going up.
I'm not going to say that, Echo Juliet Alpha and through to the cruise level 260, Air Canada 308.
Alpha X-ray 439, you're now clear for the backtrack. Caution wake turbulence.
Clear with the backtrack and with the wake turbulence.
Okay, we've got a clearing aircraft.
November Delta 375. Right hand turn heading 248. Track direct Echo Juliet Alpha 115.90.
Okay, right turn 240 degrees, direct Echo Juliet Alpha, November Delta 375.
November Delta 375, that's a heading of 248. 248.
Okay, correction, 248 degrees for the turn, November Delta 375.
And November Delta 375, you're clear, climb to the cruise, flight level 240.
Cleared for the cruise, 240, November Delta 375. Got that right. Okay, going to 240.
And Gulf X-ray 439, upon lineup, you're clear for departure, immediate departure. 18,000 initial. Contact departure on reaching 10,000, although I'm going to vector you before
Okay,
you
we're
get
going to
anywhere near that.
nav.
Roger that. Clear to go,
1590.
and so I'm lined up. And expect 18,000, 439.
Okay. Another geyser. I'm not sure if I have to actually contact departure now. He gave me the clearance for the climb and everything, so I'll read that as done. Oh, we're getting up to some high terrain right now. Okay, I'll make our climb pretty steep. We're at 3,000 feet per minute. Those mountains ahead of us run about 13,000 feet. Yeah, 35 miles. They're about 20 miles ahead. I think we'll have plenty of time to make that climb above them. Okay, SKCC has given us directions to Echo Juliet Alpha 11590. That's all checked. We are on course to that. Climbing and maintaining flight level 240. Passing 10,000, so speed is mine now. I can go as fast as I want. We'll see where everybody else is, and how come we got dead air now? Radar. Okay, I do have a blip. We just got out of the clouds too. Okay, Air Canada. Wow, he's almost 30 miles ahead of us.
439 rolling.
Alright. We're in 21 minutes into the this hop. Going to 22. Okay, we're passing 13,000 now. And there was that high terrain I told you about. Glad I came out of the clouds to take a look at it. Now Air Canada 308 is so far ahead of us right now, we won't even have a visual on them.
Golf X-ray 439, make right-hand turn heading 248, track direct, Echo Juliet Alpha 115.90, and you are clear for your cruise, flight level 260.
Turning right 248, tracking Echo Juliet Alpha, and clear for the cruise, 439.
Okay, the Air Canada plane is going 400 knots. Ground speed, we are at 457 and climbing. I'm going to throttle down a little bit. So we should catch up to him. Now the Golf X-ray 439 plane just took off. He's about 22 miles behind me. We should all bunch up together by the time we get to the next airport. Okay, passing 18,000, going to altimeter 29902. Standard setting.
Air Canada 308, upon reaching Juliet Alpha, track direct Romeo November Golf 115.10.
Romeo November Golf. Romeo.
Roger that. Overhead Echo Juliet Alpha. We'll track that Romeo November Golf 11510 Air Canada 308.
I know that VOR. Okay, here we are. Okay, we're still in the Cucuta airspace. There's Romeo November Golf 11510. 11510. I'll put that in the VOR 2.
November Delta 375, same for you, sir. Upon reaching Echo Juliet Alpha, track Romeo November Golf 115.10.
Okay, after transition from Echo Juliet Alpha, it's Romeo November Golf, and I do have the frequencies November Delta 375. Okay, just gonna put that in there. 11510.
Complex X-ray 439, upon reaching Echo Juliet Alpha, track direct Romeo November Golf 115.10.
Roger that. After Echo Juliet Alpha, Romeo November Golf direct 439.
Local weather information at Cordova Airport. Winds 09015 knots. The local QNH 1010. We'll be landing runway 36. That is weather information Golf.
Okay, thank you for Golf 439.
Air Canada 308, can you confirm you have Golf?
Roger that, just reading the text as we speak. We have information Golf runway 36, Air Canada 308.
Runway 36.
Yeah, runway 36.
November Delta 375, can you confirm you have Golf?
This is November Delta 375. I do confirm that I have weather information Golf.
Sure.
Yeah, we're getting close to that transition. Just want to check the altitude of the airport. 7,000 feet. Wow.
Yeah, I love the transitions.
7,000 feet above sea level. I might as well get the information for runway 36.
See, as I passed through this area, that all the towering cumulus did
36,
was make
110,
cloud layer less visible.
90.
Like you can see little pockets of the ground, but not as much as you could once we get out of this area.
OBS 002 degrees, 7,000 feet.
And it's based on averages. This isn't...
Air Canada 308, expect 12,000 overhead, Romeo November Golf.
Oh, Roger. Controller's back. Expecting 12,000 overhead. Oh my God, weather change. Romeo November Golf, Air Canada 308.
November Delta 375, for you too, sir. 12,000 overhead, Romeo November Golf.
Roger, Romeo November Golf, 12,000. November Delta 375.
Golf X-ray 439, same for you, sir. 12,000 overhead, Romeo November Golf.
12,000 overhead Romeo November Golf.
And we're only 8 miles from the transition. And we'll be heading...
Jose Maria Cordova.
Right up
approach Air Canada 308.
Air Canada 308, go
I'm
ahead.
going to make that transition now.
Can you recommend descent level we can begin to at this time?
There is nothing at all above 8,000 on your route. So, but it doesn't matter anyway. So you can, 12,000 is where you need to be at that VOR. You can descend at will.
Roger that, Air Canada 308. Thank you. I'm a little panicky. I'm new.
Yeah, you're new, all right. Saw you come in on that short.
Okay, it's going to be pilot discretion to get to 12,000 over Romeo November Golf. It's Cordova. Okay, I'm gonna start speeding up again.
Man, the view out the front of my cockpit is so beautiful right now.
Okay, he's at 370 knots, and I'm at 450 knots. Takeoff X-ray 439 is at 520 knots, so he's going faster than me. It'll be fine if he gets in front of me. Okay, we'll start our descent at 60 miles DME from the Romeo November Golf VOR. Okay, everything is working fine. Coming up on 80 miles from the Cordova VOR. Okay. Well, Air Canada 308 is slowed again. He's at 290 knots. He's come down to 16,000 feet. Golf X-ray 439 is at 25,000. We are at 24,000. He's actually at the wrong altitude. He's going the same direction we're going. One of us is. Now we're going toward the west, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see the high terrain that we're going to be dealing with ahead of us. And Dave is really slowing down. I don't know if I should pass him up or not. He's only about, let's see, let's go to another scale here. 20 mile scale. It's only 10 miles ahead of me at 15,000, so he should be visible. But I'm at 24,000. It's 10,000 below us. He might be visible if we're on the outside of the aircraft looking down a bit. I'll put the labels on and see if I can spot him. No, he's below our view. Okay, we're at 58 miles from that VOR. I'm going to follow down, start my descent at 2,500 feet per minute. So that was 12,000 feet. And I'll descend at 2,500 feet per minute. And we'll see if that's good enough to get us over that VOR. Alright. One thing about FS Navigator, it has a predictor where you're going to be. You have to dial in altitude, and I see the arrow right here. VOR is there. So I'm going to slow that descent to 2,000 feet per minute. The predictor has moved over closer to it. I can actually slow it down to 1,800 feet per minute. And it's only about 5 miles from that. We'll be over that VOR at 12,000 feet. Okay, FS Navigator off. I get the radar going again here. Okay, Air Canada is very close now. can't be more than 3 miles to this side of the aircraft. I'm going to try to spot him on the outside view.
November Delta 375, make your heading 1 at this time, descend main 11,000.
I got the altitude 11,000. What was the heading?
239. Actually, no. Make that 0.
All right, I'm confused. 11,000 on the altitude, but what was the heading again for 375?
230. 230.
Okay, 230 on the heading for November Delta 375. He's new. 230. Oops.
Wow, these clouds look good.
Air Canada 308, make your heading 23, descend, maintain 11,000.
All right, Air Canada 30, we get the 11,000. Say again, heading.
232. 232. Something wrong with
Currently
my
on
mic?
heading 232. How convenient, descending to 11,000. Air Canada 30.
Yeah, it was breaking up on those headings for some reason.
I don't see you heading 232. Oh, yes, I do.
Not
Never mind.
indicated.
Indicated.
I got a crosswind up here.
Golf X-ray 439, make your heading 230, descend, maintain 11,000.
Down 230, 11,000.
Looks like I'm getting ahead of everybody here. Not by much. But we're all bunched up. Been 7 miles. I'm in front. Air Canada is only a couple miles behind me. And X-ray 439 is only 4 miles behind him. To the lower scale here on the range. Wow. Okay, we're below the transitional altitude.
Why is John in front of me?
Okay, set the altimeter to 1010. It's the QNH. Okay, there's QNH 1010. Okay, now that we're on vectors, I can dial in for runway 36, 11090. Okay. The OBS course is 020. Let's see if there's any procedure for that. Runway.
And I use a
ILS
dandelion, but
36.
it doesn't get you far.
Vectors and load. Okay, now the...
November Delta 375, you're going to be number 1 to land today. Runway 36, localizer 110.90.
Okay, copy number 1 from the landing. Runway 36 with the frequency 11090, November Delta 375. Okay, it's telling me the OBS now is going to be 005, not 002. Dial that in.
Golf X-ray 439, you're going to be number 2 today. Runway 36, 110.90.
110.90 for 36, 439.
And Air Canada 308, number 3, runway 36, 110.90.
Okay, we just...
number 3, 110.90 for
lost
runway
visibility.
36, and I thought I took off first. How come I'm last now?
Because you're only going 225 knots.
Yeah, that's him. Okay. Next
Roger
page.
that, Air Canada 30.
Golf X-ray 439, can you slow down 20 knots?
I'll slow down 20 knots, no problem, 439.
You're going a hell of a lot faster than the traffic in front of you, so I'm going to have to turn you. So Gulf X-Ray 439, I need you to make your heading now of 210.
Left 210, 439.
What was that, NDB? 244.
Altitude of this airport, gentlemen, is 7,028 feet. You'll catch the localizer at 11,000.
375 copy. 11,000, and I will catch the localizer, November Delta 375.
Air Canada 308, make your heading 210.
Heading 210, Air Can 308.
2,500.
Oh, we've hit rain. Oh, we're out of it again.
Not raining at the airport.
No, it rained and then suddenly stopped again.
You're probably in a very thick cloud.
Hmm.
Okay, we're going to be making that turn pretty quick. I gotta find out.
2,500.
Get close to that
And
terrain
November
again.
Delta 375, on your current heading, you should be able to pick up the localizer. It's going to turn you pretty sharply, but just contact tower when established.
I gotta make that turn to head that way then. My new heading will be 300, November Delta 375. I don't know why you didn't make.
You don't have to make any turns. You should be able to. It should grab you.
I don't get your meaning there because on runway 36, correct?
That's correct.
Well, my heading was 230, and now I'm going to have to make that turn.
Yeah, but it's going to make the turn for you because the localizer is going to grab you and turn you.
Go in the opposite direction, or not direct at that
It'll spin
that
you
angle?
around,
Yeah,
it'll still grab you.
I've never done that before, so I'm going to make the turn manual because I've never done it before. I would have to do a checkout flight on that to know what to expect.
X-ray 439, make your heading 275.
Okay, there's the localizer.
Right, 275, 439.
Yep, the localizer will still grab you, John, but yeah, you're fine to make the manual turn.
I know he's talking about 45 degree, 90 degree. That was off 90.
I've never done that before.
It's approachable,
Gulf
but it's
X-ray
a difficult
439.
thing to maneuver.
Break, Gulf X-ray 439, turn now heading 326 to intercept localizer, contact tower when established.
Roger that. 326 for the intercept. 439. Hitting terrain warnings at this time.
2,500.
Okay, going to flaps, stage 1.
Gulf X-ray 439, continue that turn 340 and you'll be established.
340 for established. I could probably pick it up from here. I'll try.
2,500.
Be able to.
Okay, stage 2 on the flaps. Yeah, I've never
You
done
see
this
the point
before.
on the top of the row,
Gear going down.
like the compass rose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you
Cordova
see
Tower, November Delta 375, established on the localizer runway 36 with Charlie. Oh, excuse me.
375. That Golf, I assume?
Yes, with golf.
2,500.
Okay, November Delta 375, thanks for golf. You are clear to land number 1. Exit first available to your left and contact ground.
Okay, clear to land with golf. And number 1 for the landing. We'll vacate to the left after landing November Delta 375.
Air Canada 308, make heading now 311 to intercept localizer, contact tower when established.
Heading 311 to intercept localizer runway 36, contacting tower when established. Air Can 308.
Tower 439 with golf. Have the localizer runway 36.
Okay, 6
Golf
miles
X-ray
to go.
439, roger that. Can you slow to your slowest approach speeds? We have traffic in front of you.
We're just
Outer
later
marker.
439.
You're going to be number 2 for landing.
Roger that, number 2.
November Delta 375 upon touchdown, if you could exit somewhat quickly. I've got traffic at your 6.
Roger, I'll vacate as fast as I can. November Delta 375.
Thank you, sir. Air Canada
Let's see,
308,
got
continue
time.
that turn now, heading 360.
Let's see what kind of taxi
And we're now
here.
currently turning to a heading of 360, sluggishly.
This one or that one?
Oh, I see.
Alright. Okay, we should be able to start seeing everything pretty quick here. I'll stay on
Someone on the horizon.
autopilot. I'll start slowing down to about 130 knots though.
And flying through Superior. I hate droning around in the mountains and the clouds like a can of worms.
Okay, I'm starting to see the ground.
Famous statement from the air crash Mayday episode I saw recently.
Air Canada 308, make that heading now 020 to intercept localizer, contact tower when established.
Heading 020 to intercept localizer, contacting tower when established. Air Can 308.
Okay, we're all lined up. Going through a dense patch of clouds. Alright, I'm starting to see the airport property. And I have the direction lights. Okay, going to manual.
500.
Manual at 500.
400. 300. 200. Light flow. Light flow. Light flow. 100. Light flow.
Looking good.
Light flow. 50. 40. Light flow. 30. 20. 10.
Nice crosswind. Okay, touchdown. Spoilers. Reversers.
Jose Maria Cordova. Tower Air Can 308 established. Localizer runway
Okay,
36.
at 70. Might
Air
be able to
Canada
make this one.
308, roger, continue your approach for number 3.
Continuing approach number
30.
3. Air Can 308.
Yeah, I'll be able to make this taxiway.
Golf X-ray 439,
20.
expect late.
Bit late clearance 439.
As requested. Cordova ground, November Delta 375 is cleared deactive.
Golf X-ray 439, you're now clear to land number 1.
Clear down number 1, 439.
Alright.
November Delta 375, D2, the gate of your choice, contact ground for the shutdown.
Gate of my choice, contact for shutdown, November Delta 375. Spoilers, flaps. Wow. He's so close, I should be able to see him, but I
X-ray
don't.
439, upon touchdown, first available to your left.
First available to the left, 439.
It was actually a little sweaty condition there when you told me that I can pick up that localizer not heading at that 45-degree angle, even 30-degree angle, which I'm accustomed to. Never done that. Never had that procedure. The thing is this aircraft turns so slowly, there would have been no way for that the autopilot to actually make that turn to line up on the center line of the localizer. It would have passed it, and then I would have the autopilot would have made another interception course diagonal. Diagonal to the localizer to intercept it again. So I just didn't like that
Air
procedure.
Canada 308, expect late clearance.
Roger that. Expecting late clearance. Air Canada 308.
I'll put myself over here. That way I'll have aircraft on both sides of me.
Ground filter line, clear the active.
Air Canada 308, you're now clear to land number 1 with weather information Golf.
With information Golf, clear to land number 1, runway 36, Air Canada 308.
Golf X-ray 439, taxi to the gate of your choice, contact ground for the shutdown.
Roger that, taxi to the nearest gate and contact your shutdown 439.
Now it's getting quite warm in the cockpit here with all these lights on. Okay, break on. Taxi lights off. Strobes off. Cordova ground, November Delta 375 at the gate on the blocks.
November Delta 375, roger that, sir. You are clear for the main engine shutdown. Clear to open the doors. Your flight plan is closed 39 minutes after the hour.
Thank you, sir, and I'll be shutting down the video shortly, and that will complete this hop recording. And I'm going to wait till I have an aircraft to my left parking before I turn that off. Thank you, and good job. November Delta 375.
Air Canada 308, first available to the left, contact ground.
First to the left, we'll contact ground. Air Canada 308.
439 on the blocks.
Golf X-ray 439, you're clear for main engine shutdown. Clear to open the doors. Your flight plan closed 40 after the hour.
Clear for the shutdown. Thank you very much. 439.
Well, that's it for this recording. We had a good flight, a little bit of chit-chat as we were flying. Not a problem with me, though. I hope you enjoyed that flight, and I'll be editing this recording for publication, more or less. This is John Blatch in the JohnBQuest Flight Simulator, signing off. Goodbye.